guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a weekly reading update, and I'm going to try and do it quickly because I was filming and I had to stop because my neighbors came home and they're like directly in my line of sight as I'm filming. And I was embarrassed. So here we are. I didn't get much done this last week as far as reading, so I just have a couple books to talk about, but I'm going to do a dedicated review to Below Us, which was one of the books I finished, because it's a sci-fi novel with a lot going on and I feel like it just needs its own separate video. So let's talk about the first book that I finished, which was Mars Volume 2. This is part of the Mars manga series, and the second book is just exploring more of the main character's relationship, kind of like slowly they're getting to know each other, and the main girl feels like she really doesn't know much about the main guy. And then you have the big reveal of him having a twin brother that died, and then that's going to be the setup for the third book, I believe. So I don't think that I'll continue with this, at least it's just going to kind of be on my back burner, I think, for now, because I have seen the drama and I don't feel like I am that invested in the story, kind of knowing all of the spoilers already. So that was Mars, and it's fine. I do think for a manga, it does have more going on than most of the older ones that I've read, but it's just not my favorite. Okay, so now let's talk about quickly Below Us, and then I'm going to kind of go through the books that I'm hoping to finish up in November. Just give you an idea of what I'm reading. If anyone wants to buddy read, let me know in the comments. So anyway, the next book that I finished was Below Us, and this is a sci-fi novel with a lot going on. There's so much. I kind of wish that the author would have just stuck to one aspect of sci-fi, like aliens or mutated animals or a disease that affects all the humans or an end of the world kind of event. But he really just felt like he had to put everything in there. And or robots, AI technology. But I feel like it was all or nothing. So the book starts out with our main character, Wyatt, and even from the very first chapters, he's going to work on Wall Street, and he's starting to see, as he's in the tunnels on the subway, that there's these mutated animals. And so that's kind of your first hint that something is going very wrong. And then he realizes there's going to be this big energy test coming up for his ex-girlfriend's dad, who is a billionaire, who's coming up with some new technology to power the earth. It's going to be this harnessing of the ocean to create energy, and that's going to be the new clean energy, and it's going to save everybody. So of course, the thing that's supposed to save everyone is eventually, that's going to be the downfall, of course. So it's Wyatt, and then you follow him, and then Luna, who is a reporter and reporting on these stories and trying to get the scoop on this new energy. And then another character is Blaze and his son Luke, and they are kind of separated from the main group, and they are in another town that is also going to be affected by all of this. So I like the different perspectives, and I especially appreciate the father-son perspective. Those were the best characters, and I'll explain in my full review what I think should have happened there. But then, of course, they figure out that this harnessing of the energy from the ocean has cracked open the Earth's core because they dug too deep. Yeah, we all know about that. And it's going to cause this mutation to happen where there's this mud substance that comes out and mutates all the animals, and then it affects humans as well, and they basically become fish people. So I'm not going to get into too many spoilers or anything. I'll do it in my full review, but this has that. So you have the mutated humans, the mutated animals, you have the eruption of stuff from the Earth's core that's causing all these problems, and then it's mass, devastation on a level that you can't imagine, and only 8% of the population is immune to this mud substance, is what they call it, that affects them and turns them into basically fish people. So it's very quickly, so many people are wiped out that you can't move on anymore. Civilization is coming to an end. And then you also have the introduction of these robots that are going to help, and they're supposedly the key to everything is these robots. So you have Wyatt in one group, and Luna was with him because they've met. And then you have the other group, Blaze and his son, and then Isabel is the ex-girlfriend, and she's back in another state. They're all in different states, and they all kind of have to converge at some point, later on, and with the robots, and they're going to find some haven or some way to fix things, hopefully. It was okay, 3.5 stars. I will go into it in my full review. It has, like I said, it's a lot going on, throwing a lot at you. But I do feel like there was some issues with that book, but I will discuss it in my main review. But yeah, 3.5 stars, decent read, and very interesting, and kept me, for the most part, pretty like invested in the story. Okay, so here are my hopefuls. Okay, so here's some of my hopefuls here, and I've already started some of these, like this one, but I want to finish it. This is a holdover from October that I just didn't get to. But I want to finish Kiki's Delivery Service. And then I'm about halfway through this one, and this is Ava Evergreen, Semi-Magical Witch. It's okay so far. I have some issues with the plot and some issues with the characters. Not the main character, though. I do feel like she's very cute, very like what you would imagine a young teenage witch would be. She's, I think, like 13, so a young teenage. And then I'm into this. You can see there's my bookmark, Fruits Basket. I want to finish up. Hoping to get to this in November, but I am traveling in December, so I'm gonna have to hurry up and get these done because I'm gonna be prepping for this trip. Okay, and then last but not least, this I just got, and I know that I believe the last book in this series just released. I don't know if it's a trilogy, but I believe it is, so I'm hoping it's the last book because I'd rather they be done with this series so I can just read them all. But this is Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber, and I just got this from a friend of mine on Bookstagram sent it to me for a Secret Santa thing, so I'm very excited. And if anyone wants to read these with me, let me know in the comments. I like buddy reads, or if you want to start one of these and we can discuss it later, let me know. But yeah, this is my one I'm hoping to get to, and I have heard a lot of hype for this one and this series. So supposedly it's really, really good, and I'm excited for it. I hope it's good, but the hype always scares me, and I always kind of think it's probably not going to be very good. But I'll let you know, and if it's really good, I'll do a dedicated review. So those are the ones I'm hoping to get to. So that's my stack. Yeah, so that's all the books I'm hoping to get to in the next couple weeks. We have Thanksgiving coming up. Obviously, if you're not in the States, then you wouldn't, but I do. And also then I'm traveling the first week of December. So it's gonna be kind of a crazy month. Also, if you have any Audible recommendations for travel, books for travel, tell me. I need a good book for the plane. I have high anxiety when flying. If there's anything you can recommend for that, let me know. But I definitely, if there's a book that you love or something you recommend for traveling, let me know and I'll definitely check it out. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys soon.